Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mike here for the MikeHargetBlog.com. And this week has been amazing. I had a lot of people reached out to me, especially about real estate. It's kind of crazy because, as you guys know, or if you don't know, I have a real estate investment business. I buy rental properties and I flip. I flip a lot of houses each year. I love it. I've been doing it probably since 2012, 2013. And it's just something I'm very passionate about. But one of my comments or one of my questions that came in, somebody asked me, is basically when I'm buying a rental property, what do I look for when buying a property? What is my criteria? So I know a lot of people have different criteria when they buy a rental property, if they're going to make a decision to buy or to walk away. But real quick, I just want to walk you through what is my process of when I am looking at a rental property, when I want to get a single family, a duplex, a quadplex, or whatever I'm in the market for. What's my criteria? And my criteria is simple. Basically, when I'm looking at a property to see if it's a hit or it's a bust, I just use two different aspects. First of all, I want to try to get between a 10 and a 12% return on investment on my money. And next, I want to make at least $200 per door on the house. So when I'm looking at a property, first thing I look at the purchase price. And from the purchase price, I determine, my down payment. And let's just say it's 20%. I'm dealing with the bank. They'll only fund up to 80%, so that means I need to put 20% down. So let's use the number $100,000. Just make it easy. So if I need to buy a house, or if I want to buy a house, it's $100,000. That means I need to come out of pocket $20,000. And usually when I buy a rental property, there's some stuff I need to make updates to. I might need to paint. I might need to change out some carpet. I might need to, spruce up the kitchen, paint the cabinets, or maybe replace the cabinets. You never know. But let's take that in consideration too. Let's just say $10,000. I need to put $10,000 to get in the home into acceptable condition for me to rent it out. So with that whole scenario, I'm out of pocket $30,000. So that is $20,000 for the down payment, $10,000 for renovations. That's $30,000. When you add it up, or when you look at it more details, you got to deal with the bank and how much your mortgage will be. And let's use the number $712 a month. That's my mortgage payment. With the mortgage payment, of course, that's including what your principal, interest, taxes, and everything. So the whole mortgage is $712. I looked it up. That's how I got the number. I don't know. But let's just amortize that over a period of 30 years. So 30 years, $712. And let's just say that, when I evaluate the market, I noticed that I could rent out this property for $1,100 a month. So $1,100 minus the $712 equals $388 that I could potentially make for profit. So $388 is not bad. It meets my $200 profit criteria, right? But a lot of things you have to consider in consideration. When I'm looking at it, I also like to take money on the side to put in for big repairs, such as the roof, HVAC unit. I look at that. I might have to carve out like $50, $75, $100 a month for that. I carve out money for property management fees. You got to remember 10% property management fees if I don't live in a local area. And I like to just put money to the side for other things. But after I look at all the other costs, additional costs, if it meets my $200 criteria, most likely I will buy it. If it's in a great area, if I know it could stay rented, resale value in the next 7 to 10 years should be good. Most likely I probably will buy it. But I do want to mention that make sure you do take additional money off the top, the profit, because some people I know make like $500 a month and they'll take that $500 a month on profit and then they'll just spend it all. But me, I like to put some of it in the bank, maybe 250 of it, just to save for a rainy day for repairs in the future. So I'm gonna talk about that probably in another video. I definitely can just go in more details on how I do those deep dives into definitely looking into the rental property segment and what I take a little money out of. But overall, my criteria when buying a rental property is 10 to 12% return on investment. And also I love to make at least $200 per door on it. Now, return on investment, I didn't mention that a lot. So return on investment is the total profit divided by the cash I put out. So the total profit will be, that 388 times 12, which is, let me just pull out the calculator real quick. Not really prepared. So 388 times 12, so that's $4,658 or $56 a month. Divide that by $30,000, what I put down, and that is a 15% return on investment. So it's not bad. 15% return on investment is kind of like, better than the stock market. So that's pretty good. But that's my criteria, just to give you guys a little insight of what I look at. Always return on investment and profit. You got to make profit. So for me, I'm pretty lenient. $200 a door, that's what I want. Minimum. If it comes too close, probably not. If it comes to like $210, maybe. But after I take that additional cost out, that $388, property management fees or whatever. See, and if I'm looking at it, 388 times 10 minus, so I did the 388 or the 1100 if I have a property manager, $1,100 times the 0.10, and that is $110 minus by the 388 is 278. So 278 is kind of pushing it a little bit. So I might fudge the numbers. It's kind of pushing it. So I might need to go back and get the house a little cheaper, because that just put me at $200 or $78 a month, and I haven't taken out a little risk factor money out of it. So this might be a hit or miss, but if it's a miss, I can always counter for my full offer. Instead of giving them, $100,000 for the house, I could give them 95, give them 90, to make the numbers work. So that's my criteria when I look at buying a rental property. I look at how much money I'm gonna make per month as far as profit, and also my return on investment. But if you guys have any other comments, any other questions for me, please leave them below. And I hope you guys have a great day. Happy investing. Talk to you later.